That's okay.
Oh, I gotta get woke up.
Need some coffee.
It's too late in the day for coffee.
Never too late in
Decaf?
the day.
Late in the day for coffee.
Never.
No, it's not. You can drink decaf at night.
Never.
No, it's not. You can drink decaf at night. No, it's not.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into Monday, August 26, 2024. Ken Stott Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stott Live. I did remember to unmute the homies in OBS, so they should be able to be heard. First things first, happy birthday, Alice, if you're here. If not, hopefully you when you see it. Happy birthday, Alice. Second thing is Rick. Thank you so much again for your $10 super chat to the channel. I will have to check again tomorrow night. I did check earlier, and revenue has not updated since last week. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I'm not worried about it. But, I mean, it is only the 26th. Usually it's at the end of the month when things get delayed, but not this early. SpeakerBot is alive and well. If someone wants to try the HB command, I think I have it working. I'm not 100% sure on that. And I did change the thumbnail for tonight's show. I don't know if anyone caught that or not.
Yeah.
There was two versions of the thumbnail. I'm still working
One
on
Fish 26
something.
said happy birthday, Alice.
You have thumbnails?
Yeah, I've got 5 of them. Oh, wait a minute. Still got Jose face thing in there. Well, that's cute. Let me go take care of that real quick. I thought I disabled that portion of it.
Does this guy know what he's doing?
Well, no, hell no, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, obviously.
Well, I don't either.
Um,
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to have to send back the memory I bought.
really?
Yes, in spite of checking it on PC Part Picker, it's not completely compatible.
Oh no.
It will work with an XMP profile if I had an Intel system, which I don't, but it will not work with the AMD equivalent, which is called OMP, I think. And neither Newegg's thing to check nor PC Part Picker's thing to check picked up on that. Not the end of the world. I know how to send it back to Newegg, and I found at least one other one that purports to be compatible, having checked all the details myself. But Corsair seems
Tony
so
Wallow
far
said
is the only
happy
one I
birthday,
can find
Alice.
that has anything else compatible in the size that I want. So
What size do you
I'm
want?
looking at them.
What size do you want?
Well, I'm getting two 64 gigabyte kits.
Team Group has one that's compatible with both AMD and Intel.
Right, I need DDR5 6000.
Right, they have that. It's on their Team Group. I found it on Amazon.
Okay, I will look at that. I still have the screen up of the motherboard thing where they say what they have already looked at being compatible.
Yeah.
And the one I'm looking at from Corsair isn't on the list, but one with the same specs, but just a
OneFish26 said
separate
happy birthday,
size
Alice.
on the stick is there with the same. So I'm not too worried about that. But as I say, I haven't gone through all of them yet. So I will look at the Team Group stuff. Thank you.
Yeah. Because what I did was went to the manufacturer's motherboard's manufacturer's website and looked at their list on what's compatible.
Well, yeah, I've got that site pulled up over here right now. In fact, I've been going through it for a while.
OneFish26 said happy birthday, Alice.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. Hello. Guess who's back on his normal account tonight?
Guess who's 4 minutes late tonight?
Well, at least.
Would that be one and the same person?
I'm earlier than I normally am because I'm normally, I'm normally 30 minutes late.
You're not gonna spin this into a good thing.
Tony Wallow said, would you like to play a game?
I thought we discussed how that happened.
I did talk to Ghetto today. He was able to call me, but as far as I know, he's still unable to send me messages.
Thought he's always been able to call you. He just hasn't been able to send you text messages for some reason.
It's the craziest thing because I can send him messages and he can get them, but he can't send me. He can't send me messages.
I'm surprised y'all can do anything with the way you set things up to where it's got to have special permission to do special things at special times of the day. I'm really shocked anything works at all.
Well, one of my mother's friends was having that problem, not being able to send her text, but she could call, and my mother could send her text.
Is she on T-Mobile, Chris?
No, actually, I think they're on Spectrum.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Alex.
Well, my mom, when I mentioned that to my mom was like, well, she was having issues, but the thing is all three of us are on AT&T. So, but if it's Josh having trouble, if it's Josh having trouble sending me messages, I would assume that it's something on Josh's end. But if Josh can, if I sent Josh messages and he wasn't able to receive them, then I would think it'd be something on my end.
Or because you guys go in there and change your settings 14 different times, 3 days a week. You know, who knows what it is?
I haven't changed anything, and Josh has been able to send me messages before.
Yeah, but you do have your phone set up differently.
And he's had like 3 different numbers since I've known him, and he's always been able to send me messages before.
Yeah, we know it's not a T-Mobile thing because I was able to send you messages, and you were able to send me a message last night about what happened. And as you know, that was an accident. Accidents will happen from time to time. And I myself was guilty of removing people from the meeting accidentally. However, if someone were to leave this meeting tonight prematurely, it might not be an accident.
And not only that, I've been able to send and receive messages with text messages with other people without issue.
There's no doubt in my mind Ghetto has done something on his phone and it's just not doing what it should do. He hadn't tried to send me a message, or if he has, I haven't gotten it. Let's put it that way. And he's not blocking on the phone or anything, so if he does try to send a message, I should get it.
I always get like the automated messages from like Walmart whenever I place a delivery or order, or automated messages from my internet company when the bill comes available, when the bill's posted. But it's automatic, it's auto pay, so I don't have to do anything.
Tony sent me a message and said, "Really? Yeah, I have actually removed people because it was I wasn't sure at the time what that was. I fully understand it now, and I try my best not to hit the wrong button when I do things. But if it happens tonight, I'm not saying it's intentional or anything. Might depend on who that would be. Fortunately, you have a second account that you could jump to and come back in, and that all worked out good, except I was in a breakout room, and I understand he didn't stick around long, so it's all good. It's all good.
I did watch just a little bit of Jim earlier. I was watching the part where he was installing the CPU in the motherboard. I thought really neat. I thought it's really neat. He's gonna do he was doing an all white build. My mom would have liked an all white computer, and I thought about it when we built hers, but all white is, I would think, would have been quite a bit more expensive.
I think he said the case cost more, but other than that, I thought he said at one point in time the only thing that cost extra was the case.
He had said some of the other stuff cost extra.
And that looks good, Greg. Hang on, let me spotlight you. If you accidentally get removed, green beans, potatoes, and pork
chops.
And it looks good.
Oh, and he never makes enough for everybody.
I've noticed that. I have noticed that.
Hello, great lose, you lose.
One Fish 26 said, "Happy birthday, Alice."
Here's an idea. They have these meal delivery services like Hello Fresh. Greg could send us all gift cards or whatever to Hello Fresh, and we could all order the same food from them, and prepare it all. Each of us prepare it on the same day and have exactly the same food.
I'm looking for somebody else to prepare it and give it to me.
Exactly. Long Dog had round chicken.
Somebody's acting up, Alex.
Jeff, I sent you a couple messages in Zoom chat.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh.
But yes, we all go out to eat for that reason, so somebody else can prepare the food. And the food, in my opinion, wherever I go, is almost always better than anything I get at home made. cost a pretty penny, but
Oh gosh, no! Anything that's homemade, truly homemade, not throw it in the oven and baked in a TV dinner or whatever. Anything that's homemade
yeah,
outweighs
I have
anything
to
you can go
agree.
buy.
I have to
토니
agree.
왈로
We've
세드로.
got a lady at our church that the last thing she made for us, she made cinnamon rolls, homemade cinnamon rolls on the last Wednesday night. And those were the best cinnamon rolls I think I've ever ate.
Yeah, you got to bring up foods I can't eat. Oh, by the way, I found out today my mom likes okra.
Oh Lord.
You're just now figuring this out?
Yeah, I mean, somehow we got discussing foods and we got on the subject of okra, and I made my comment about there's not enough money in the world that would get me to try okra. And she says, "Oh, I love okra." And I'm like, "Oh, I knew." And I said, "That reminds me." And we talked about the time when we were kids, and she lied to us about liver and onions and tried to tell us it was a new steak. And she laughed about that. She says, "I do remember that." So
maybe you're not liking okra. It's similar to my mom not liking tomatoes. She won't eat raw tomatoes, but she'll eat like stewed tomatoes in a can or rotel or ketchup or anything else that's made with tomatoes, but she just won't eat.
I won't eat green tomatoes. I will not eat fried tomatoes, fried green tomatoes. I don't see how people eat green tomatoes, but a lot of people do.
Just about every time I go to the restaurant down the road,
원피스 16세대
I
염.
always order
OKRA 토하는 얼굴.
the fried green tomatoes they have on their appetizer. They come with their homemade ranch dressing, and boy are they good. Because I like ordering there. I've never had bad food down there because their food it always comes out of the fryer or out of the stove piping hot. I don't think I've ever had food any hotter than I get down there at that restaurant.
Not far from me.
From a restaurant.
Not far from me is a town where they made the movie Fried Green Tomatoes.
Good movie. I do not like green tomatoes. I'm a lot like that one character. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam. I am. I don't like okra, and I don't like fried green tomatoes.
No, I'm with you on the okra. I can eat fried green tomatoes though. They're breaded.
Maybe if they're breaded properly or something, I don't know, but
I don't see any place where they're offered very much, at least not around here.
Yeah. I love fresh tomatoes. Mrs. K's. Do what, Chris?
Hey, there's actually a restaurant there in that town too. It's a little bitty small town.
Yeah, we had. I like small restaurants. Mrs. K's brunch today. She took a tomato, onion, and I think it was a green pepper. It might have been a poblano pepper. I think I'm saying that right.
빈즈.
And chopped it up really fine. Kind of made like a very dry salsa, if that makes sense. I threw it on top of my eggs, and man, it was good. It really was. It was the best part of the meal.
Here's a debate. How does everybody like their eggs? Scrambled, fried, over easy,
over medium,
runny,
scrambled, omelet,
I want my eggs scrambled.
Boiled.
Scrambled,
boiled good.
Scrambled after you cook the sausage.
No. Hard boiled, make them in to deviled eggs.
I just don't like. The only way I don't like
존 윌리엄즈 세드 오버이지.
Want a little paprika on it, you know.
Yep.
I just.
Rick's in chat. Let me refresh my. Thank you, Rick, for the $10 super chat to the channel tonight. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Last night's is still not hit because apparently the revenue side of YouTube is not working today. It's the same numbers as it was yesterday, as it was the day before, and the day before, and the day before. I will check it and let you know how that goes. But thank you. Thank you so much. I have not watched your second upload today where you do the unboxing of the Brios. I will watch it right after the stream. I sat here and laughed at your one this afternoon, though. That was pretty good. And I felt your pain when you stood up and your little toe didn't want to stand up. Man, I'll be glad when you get over that. So, anyway, Alex, you were saying something?
I was just gonna say I've never cared for runny egg runny eggs at all. I prefer
Yeah, I don't
my
know how
eggs.
people eat eggs that are not cooked. I mean, over easy. I don't get that. Hello, Jim.
Other than that, I'll eat them just about any way you can make them. But I just don't. I've never liked runny eggs.
Yeah. How's the things next to your left arm coming along?
No, it's on hold for right now. I mean, it's up, it's running. I'm just I'm not looking forward to the cable management because that's always a pain in the ass.
Where are the front USB ports on that case?
On top.
Yeah, they're up on top.
Had you watched the stream, you would know this. That's strike two.
Well, he said he watched part of it. The fact that he couldn't keep his attention span long enough, probably because some food went past him.
I do have to take my hat off to you. You showed exemplary.
He smelled a Dorito.
Yeah, there you go.
You showed.
Why did you?
Go ahead.
Why did you tell me when I told you I was watching Jim? You told me that
I'm not going to explain that to you, and we're not.
years.
No, I will kick your ass out, and it'll be me. Okay, if you want to talk about it, we'll talk about it after the stream. As I've been trying to say. Oh, by the way, I need to know when you're going to do your next live stream so I can join and interrupt and turn it into my show.
Said, would you like to play
Jim,
a
my
game?
hat is off to you because you showed the utmost restraint today with someone in your chat that I had to restart to make sure I was watching your stream.
Okay.
I was kind of on the fence, honestly. And it seemed like said person, and I'm not worried about him showing up here. It seemed like said person was up and then down and then up and then down. Did you get that impression?
I was too busy paying attention to what I was doing.
Okay. All right. Stephen, Teen, and Jewel, hello. Good to see you in chat. Haven't seen you in a while. We are all doing fine. How are you doing? John, so here's the other part of your live stream today. I was watching your live stream. John Williams and I were sending emails back and forth faster than I've seen some people send text messages. It was hilarious. And yes, it was all about your stream, and we were getting some good laughs out of it.
Okay, well, I guess we'll discuss that off stream.
스티맨 2163에 이세드 헬로 후마이제.
Would send me messages and stuff that fast.
It was pretty doggone quick.
Did I just hear that out of his mouth?
Yes.
I'm in DVR mode. I'll have to go back and watch it later and make sure that, yes, I think you did.
Okay.
So, real quick plug for the Zoom, since Steve and Tina haven't been here a while. If you want to join us on the Zoom panel, the email is on the screen. Send me an email. I'll get you the credentials. We'll get you on the panel, and you can join this fray and madness and joyfulness.
Insanity is actually.
And insanity, yeah. How many adjectives can we use?
A few that probably YouTube would ban us for.
Probably.
What are you drinking today, Jim?
Just,
alcohol.
Some green tea with honey.
What? 10:20 at night, and you've not cried, and you feeling okay?
I'm trying to rest up. I've got several long days ahead of me.
Yeah, you do actually.
So.
Yes, you do. When does that start? Tomorrow? Next day?
No, I have to go to a training class on Wednesday afternoon. Actually, that's the same day that the whole thing starts. But I got in late for the training classes. So, but right after the training class, the day after that, it's like boom, 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 boom,
right.
boom. It's just like, it's almost nonstop for the next 9 days, 8 days after that.
Not to poke fun at it whatsoever, because it is an important process of our way of life. But when you said class starts on Wednesday, the first thought that ran through my mind was Sister Mary Elephant. And I don't know why. Class! Yeah, I'm not sure why that ran through my mind, but it did.
Yes, well, I'm only a year off from you, so I get all of these references.
Speaking of class, I ran across a very disappointing Facebook post today.
Only one?
My former U.S. history teacher in 11th grade.
Now teaches math.
No, he still teaches U.S. history. Does the same school at Sheridan. What he posted though was he'd been in the same classroom for 12 years. He hand painted. His whole wall was completely blank in his room. He hand painted a map of the world, all the continents and everything himself. Well, he posted today. They moved him out of that room 4 years ago when they remodeled the school. When they added on to the school, they moved him upstairs. And today, when he went downstairs to look at the room, to look at his old room, the map that he had painted was completely painted over.
And progress bothers you, why? He's no longer in the room, right? He's in a different room?
Yes.
Make sure I got the story correct here. So he's no longer affiliated, has nothing to do with that room, correct?
원PC 16세대 and what is
All he's got to do is start painting his new room. It happens. You think if I were to go to my 3 houses that I've owned in the last few years, they have not changed or painted a room?
No.
Yeah, they have. Trust me. Some of the stuff I put on the walls, I'm quite sure they did.
Well, I did. I meant that I'm sure they have painted. But
yep.
원PC 16세대 what is the price of in China right now?
Also, we've lived in this house for 12 years now, and we ain't painted one wall. My room still looks the same as it did when we moved in. All the rest of the walls still look the same as it did when we moved in.
Would you like some hints on how to get your room painted? Get you a black marker, find a spot in one of the walls, and put "this wall needs painted." Works every time.
I like my blue paint.
Is that what she does to you, Ken?
No comment.
No, that's the only way you know that. I will tell you a story about my wife and paint after the stream.
No comment. Wow, this 24 minutes has gone by pretty quick. And Greg's still eating.
Tony Wallow said, would you like to play a game?
He's taking lessons from Alex, apparently.
Sin Vicious joins us in chat. Hello, Sin. Good to see Sin. One of these days we'll have him back on the panel, I'm sure. Good to see people that used to be here a lot coming back. And it's good to see people that have not been here that I do know are subscribed showing up. Always appreciate that.
If you think I'm bad, you should see how fast two of our dogs eat treats. They eat them so quick. If the millisecond you put them down, they're gone.
Yeah, what
they're
are you,
dogs. Jealous? I mean, yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it? Do they burn their mouths straight out of the oven? Oh, he's got the filter in his hand.
That's right.
Oh, and it's magnetic. Did you hear that smack?
Of course it's magnetic. Actually, I'm not sure how this goes in here. That's interesting. It might actually go on the. It might actually go on the inside. I think. Well, it seems to be where it makes more sense. I'm not sure exactly what that's all about.
Well, I mean, you made a good comment about it's pushing air out, right?
Right.
Why would you filter air that's being pushed out?
Exactly.
So,
if anything, that would, if anything, it would restrict airflow.
Right, in or out, on top or bottom, it makes no difference because it's pushing the air up out of the case. Stealth Mode is in chat. Hello, Stealth. I thought I saw you earlier in chat, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't scroll back to see. You would think I could keep up with chat considering I see it on 3 different places, but I do struggle sometimes.
Saw an interesting, very short stream today about liquid coolers up on the top. And if you got the fan set to blow air out through them, you're blowing hot air out through the cooler. And they say, wouldn't it make more sense to be sucking air in through your cooler?
It does make
It makes sense if it makes sense if the AIO is in the front of the case.
Right, right. Well, that's what the guy eventually got around to.
Yeah. But the only way it makes sense to have it blow.
Well, he said some experiments showed he made about a 5-degree difference. So it was still okay, but I hadn't really thought about that.
I was really shocked today. Today my nephews came over after school while they're waiting on. They got to come over here while they're waiting on their mom to get home off of work. Today when they came over, they didn't fuss or fight, get in trouble or anything. It was different.
원피쉬 26세드 유어 쇼크드 디드 유 스틱
It's kind of
에이프트
scary.
아울렛
They feeling all right?
Who?
His nephews. Okay.
There's usually it's the exact opposite. Usually almost every time they come over here, they're fussing about something. They're having to be gotten on to about something.
I did not hear Sam's exclamation C. I see it in chat, but I did not hear it. I don't know about the speaker bot thing. It's too hit and miss for me.
I heard it.
Oh, did it play? Okay. Well, I was checking something out real quick. All right, we're at 9:28. 10:28 for those of us who live here in Indiana and on the East Coast. Not that Indiana's on the East Coast. Anyway, I want to wrap up the show. I want to thank everyone for being here on YouTube. Again, Rick, thank you so much for the $10 super chat to the channel and community. I appreciate it. I want to thank the Zoom homies, Bill, Sam, Rich, Jeff, Alex, Jim, Chris. I would thank Greg, but he's eating, and he said not to disturb him, so we're not going to disturb Greg. If you want to join us on the Zoom channel,
have fun.
If you want to join us on the Zoom channel,
did the finger go up?
I'm number one still. I still hold that rating. I'm so proud.
You number one.
Sonny Scottford, hello. Good to see you as we end the show. I apologize for that. If you want to join us on Zoom, email is on the screen. Shoot me an email. I'll get back to you. I check it 3-4 times a day. And we can exchange jokes. Just ask John Williams. Have a great night. See everybody later. Oh, we didn't make a reference to Saturday's faux pas.